All right, ready up in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Seminoles will put total lever to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Washington. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Taylor.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Hand off from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Davis. There he goes.
careful because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Kentucky! They put the first points on the board.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Davis. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Gibson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Rigby. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Looking for a crease. It's Young. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Makes it past the marker. It's a seam wide open. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Makes the grab. It's gone. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Looking for the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big...
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Hold and finds his man on the left.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Now on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick pass on the jet motion. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Snagged in the middle, it's Graham. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Might be changing the route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Skips away from pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Got room on the return. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Finds his man. It's Young. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws for the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To throw, it's Underwood. He lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. He wants to change this route. Just keeps slinging it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Glenn. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
That one comes out hot down the right side.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient, like not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Complete to the left. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Leaves him with the back.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on third down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a risky play call there. Fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady dive because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Got out of trouble and throws. Quick strike complete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Running to Green. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Jacobs. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Dances away to buy time. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Davis.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity.
Sneaks it in. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Underwood. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Finds a little space. Turning it on. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And that is a drive driving a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got it set up on the outside. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Grab near the marker, it's Rigby. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Gets rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Unleashes one deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
To the air, it's Glenn. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Off the play fake on first down. Snags it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are Great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you...
He'll take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one.